following program is brought to you by the National Commission for Families and Children in collaboration with the National Parenting Task Force and UNICEF.
Hello?
Hi, Pablo. Miss Williams here, Lisa's teacher. Sorry to disturb, but I need you to come to school to pick up Lisa. I had messaged Earlene, but I'm guessing she's busy because she hasn't responded.
Is something wrong?
Well, Lisa had an incident today. She started her period and wasn't prepared. So she messed her clothes, but she was quick to rinse it out. She's all good now.
That will mean you want to home today right now, but I want to call your Aunt Stacy and I'll come right across for her.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Pablo.
Thank you very much, teacher. Bye. Taxi rate, I'll wait for you. Lisa, are you okay? You need a towel or anything?
No, thank you, Uncle Pablo. I just want to take a shower and lie down.
I already spoke to Aunt Stacy. They put them there in a third drawer and underneath the sink.
Okay, Uncle Pablo, and thanks so much for picking me up from school.
No problem, Lisa. That's why Uncle there.
Can I please have my bag?
Okay, no problem.
That was a lot for Uncle Pablo to handle, and up to this day, he still tells stories and makes jokes about it. Of course, Lisa can look back and laugh about it too. But while Uncle Pablo may not have felt prepared to deal with the situation, he did a marvelous job. It also made him realize that we were growing up fast, right in front of his very eyes.
Evening, Uncle Pablo.
Evening, Mia.
Nobody not there?
Yes, Jason already come home. He went to play ball. Christian and Chris are here in the house. They play. And I'm going to pick up Lisa from school today because he have a period.
Wow, really? Already? I never got my period till I 12. How is she feeling?
Well, she do not say much to me.
Oh, okay then. Well, I guess I'll go speak to her.
I already spoke to Earlene and Aunt Stacy.
Okay then, Uncle.
Okay.
When I found out that Lisa had her period so early, it got me thinking, what do my peers really know about puberty? There are so many myths and misinformation surrounding this topic. So, for my YouTube channel, I decided to hit the streets and find out. I went out to find students and asked the boys about periods and asked the girls about wet dreams. It was pretty uncomfy for some, but others surprised me and they were actually very knowledgeable. Check out how that went.
Hi guys, my name is Mia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we'll be finding out how much teenagers really know about puberty. Come along with me. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you know about periods?
8 or 9.
I'd say like a 6, 7.
Like an 8, I guess.
I give myself about a 6.
8. I'll say 8. 8.
What is a period and what happens when females have their menstrual cycles?
Alright, so basically, from my knowledge, it's like because you're not getting pregnant every month, you the blood has to go somewhere.
A period is characterized by the shedding of the endometrial lining during when the egg is not fertilized. This usually occurs 2 weeks after the menstrual cycle and is characterized by bleeding for around 7 to 10 days.
The period is just the removal of the implanted egg that is not fertilized, and because it's not fertilized, so the uteral lining starts to tear off, causing the bleeding and the removal of the dead tissue.
Menstrual cycle, it happen 1 week, 1 week in the month, and the uterus lining come out, and it happens so that the ovaries cut. I'm saying about the ovaries make you have a baby.
Can a girl get pregnant during her period?
The chances are low, but it's still possible.
Yes. I'll say yes.
It's rare, but it can happen.
Yes, she can, I think.
I think it's supposed to be 1 day either before or after the period.
Show and tell, what are those products?
It's a pad, it's a tampon. Huh? Oh. Panty liner.
Tampon, and I think this is a pad with wings, and I think this is wingless.
This is a tampon, so basically, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then this is a pad, so you like, yeah, you know the vibes.
Tampon. One is a pad, one is a liner. I don't remember which. I only know what this one now.
This is a tampon, I'm sure. This is a pad. This is a pad pampers, I guess. This is a bigger pad. This have to stop the flow, I guess, sense of a heavy flow and light flow.
Would you go to the store and buy your girlfriend's pad or tampons?
Yes.
I already have, yeah.
When I young, they tell me not to do that.
Depends how she treat me.
Their voice changes. They probably have like muscle development.
Their voice deepens, right? And also, not only that, but their attitude changes as well. It doesn't only happen physically, but emotionally as well. So like, they can behave erratical, or, you know, sometimes their hormones get the best of them.
One, they start growing hair in certain places. Two, their voice gets deeper. And three, they get taller most of the time.
You develop deeper voice, you have the Adam's apples, and then you also have pubic hair.
Well, they have the deepening of their voice, increasing height growth spurt, and also increasing a facial hair and other hair.
I think like it's like men dreaming like about sexual acts or something, and then becoming aroused and like, you know, waking up with an erection or something, probably.
I think it's when they get up out of a dream or out of their sleep and they pee to bed.
So basically a wet dream is when you sort of have like this weird scenario that's happening in your mind when you're sleeping. And then when you wake up, well, for a boy, boys and girls have wet dreams, right? So for a boy, it's either that they, well, I'm gonna spell it out there, they have a boner, right? So for a girl, well, they kind of get wet too.
So a wet dream is a phase where a male fantasizes about a certain someone, and so they have an orgasm and they ejaculate sperm.
The boy would sleep and think of something where make it arouse, and then ejaculate. Yeah.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and share for more fun videos with your host, Mia.
Hi Lisa, how are you feeling? Do you have cramps or headaches?
I'm okay, I just have some cramps. And I feel really drained and sleepy.
Alright, I'll get you the medication to ease your cramps and pain, but first let's call Mom.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey. I was just about to call Lisa. How are you?
Everybody good, ma. Jason the play ball, Kristen did at Ian, Uncle Pablo the outside, and Aunt Stacy she not come home for work yet. And guess what? Lisa got her period.
Really, Mia?
I know, sweetie. It's okay. Your teacher called me, and I am so sorry that it happened to you at school.
No, ma, nobody never really say. My belly made it hurt, so I went to the bathroom. And that's when I saw it. Thanks to Mia, I already knew what it was. So I went back to the classroom and whispered it to the teacher. She called Uncle Pablo, and Uncle Pablo came for me really quick.
Oh, good. You handled that well, sweetie. I am so proud of you. Lisa, you and I have spoken many times about puberty. This is a time when you grow very fast and your body starts to change into an adult. Puberty starts earlier for some, and so for you, it starts earlier. And for Mia, it was later. So I want you to make sure that we are aware of the changes taking place in your body. You need to be comfortable with these changes.
Man, life was a lot simpler before puberty.
That is true, Lisa, but it's all a part of growing up, sweetie, and we all go through it. Your breasts will start to fill out even more now, and you will start to use a bra.
If you don't like me, then now I feel a lot.
Well, during this time, you will have a growth spurt, like you will have a
push-up of growth, okay? Where you will get taller, you put on some pounds, and the fine hair in your pubic areas, and under your arms, those will get thicker and curlier, all right? You may want to start shaving your legs like Mia if you choose to.
Okay, Mom. TMI. Too much information.
Honey, don't be embarrassed. I want you to feel comfortable talking about these changes. I hope you don't have acne as bad as I did, but that is another thing to look out for. You can avoid the breakouts too by washing your face twice per day with a mild soap.
That works for me.
I know you are already a clean freak, but I have to say that with the changes in your hormones, you will have to use deodorant. You have to be sure you bathe every day and make sure you don't have a body odor.
No smelly pits in this house.
Mia, shut up.
So back to your period, okay? We will need to find out if you get premenstrual syndrome, PMS, which are like physical, emotional, and mental changes that occur before your monthly periods. All right? You might become a little bit more emotional. You might have headache, upset stomach before your period, cry a little more than usual. Okay? And you might feel sad too. PMS causes the body to retain water and cause you to feel bloated. But don't worry if these things start to happen, okay?
Oh, and Lisa, your period may be irregular at first but become regular in time. You have to track your period each month so that you know exactly when your next period will be. You have an app on your phone for that.
And I always make sure that we have pads in the house close to our expected times for our menstruation.
That's true that. And don't worry, Lisa. I'll be here to help you through your period just like how Mom helped me. I done gone through getting used to my period already.
The last thing I will say on this, once you get your period, you can get pregnant. Your body is able to get pregnant at any time if you have unprotected sex, okay? No, you cannot even be thinking about sex at your age. It is child abuse and against the law for anybody to have sex with children under the age of 16 years. But you will have many more conversations about sex when I return.
Okay, thanks guys, but can we really stop talking about this now? I'm getting tired and sleepy.
Okay, darling, let's leave Lisa to rest, okay? Mia, I will call back after supper.
Okay, Mom. Love you. Bye.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, guys.
Come eat, guys. Food's ready.
Come in.
Auntie, what Christian there?
You know how Christian do it. He never cross at Ian house. He never come till after supper. So tell me, darling, how you feel, darling? Are you feeling better?
I'm alright.
Why? What happened to Lisa?
I just had my period.
Oh man. That's why I noticed what some of my classmates, they always go home when they get the period. They act like if they're dead sometimes.
You know, girls always have accidents, and then our uniform done white already, so.
I don't understand how we don't think we boys judge you know. Like me and my friends, we don't care. Like we understand when we go through a period. It's not a big deal.
Jason, you do realize that boys go through puberty too, right?
I don't know.
Jason, you remember when you made clumsy and knock over everything, broke up all the kitchen glasses one after the next? You weren't coordinated at all.
Yeah, I remember Mom would always get back to me, but she knew what was happening.
And your voice start to crack. You're going from squeaky to scratchy to this nice, handsome voice we got today.
Yeah, it was embarrassing at the beginning, but then Mom sat down with me and like we talked it out. And Mom was really cool about this kind of stuff. Like the more we talk about purity and sex, it got more comfortable talking about it.
You remember you used to hide up the sheets when it was wet up the bed?
Jason, you may pee your bed?
No, Lisa.
No, darling. During puberty for boys, they start getting erections. And at night, they get wet dreams. Boys get an erection and ejaculate without realizing it. Ejaculation is when semen rushes out of the penis. You understand, baby? When this happens, boys will wake up with wet clothing and wet bed, just like your period. Wet dreams are normal. Boys cannot control wet dreams. They decrease when they go through puberty and usually stop when puberty is over.
Yeah, it was very awkward at the beginning, but then mom sat down with me and like she explained everything. And I think she was cool talking about this kind of stuff like puberty and sex. And we got very comfortable talking about it.
I don't really like this puberty thing. Next thing I know, I have balls on my face like Mia and Jason.
No worry, darling. I want to make sure that you don't get out of hand like Jason. It's all part of puberty.
My face don't clear.
I can see that, handsome.
Boy, oh boy. Aunt Stacy definitely shared a lot of information at dinner that night. She told us everything, even the things mom had left out. I could only imagine how Lisa felt hearing all this information about boys. She was only 10 and I was 14 at the time, and the puberty conversation still made me uncomfy. Even so, I was glad that Mom and Aunt Stacy were very open and gave us all the information we needed to know about puberty. This made us confident and prevented us from being frightened by the changes in our bodies and the accompanying emotions.
I hope and realize puberty brings problem.
Where they talk about uncle?
When I think about sex, I have all kind of emotions. They control my brains. You have to be smart before you get pregnant or get somebody pregnant.
We know that.
I know I'm not picking it again, but we as parents have to take every opportunity to remind you guys, life is real out there.
Doesn't Uncle Paul try school? He need help picnic. Uncle Paul, we good.
I know I don't have no picnic, but I take care, you know, and all I want is the best for you kids.
I know, Uncle Paul, but me and Mia, we good. We understand.
Jason, there's more than just getting pregnant. There's a lot of sexual transmitted disease out there. You can easily find yourself in a bad situation where you do not practice safe sex.
Oh Lord, Uncle Pablo, we know. Use a condom.
Jason, you see what happened out there? You see the pressure for drinking alcohol? And when a young girl and get drunk, some of them boy take advantage of that. Sometimes they even sleep and leave drugs in and they drink without them girl even knowing. Jason, you have 2 sisters. You have to look out for them. And you have to learn boundaries with girls so you do not take advantage of them. If you have sex with a girl who is too drunk to give you consent, that is rape. You can even end up in jail. Mia, them boy tell you anything what you want to hear out there. Just to get in your panty, you have to be comfortable and say no. Don't care what your friends and they do out there.
Uncle Pablo, I know, trust me, that's why the focus for school right now. Maybe leave it later, I will think about that boy.
Okay then. And you, Jason, every girl will pass you like, know that you have a responsibility as a man to be respectful, and no means no. You have 2 sisters out there. Treat other girls how you want your sister to be treated. And understand, Jason, you want to get your feelings hurt out there? It happened to everyone. It's just a part of life and relationship. Jason, just important to acknowledge your feelings and work through it. Do not bottle it up. We know you are a man, but we know men have feelings too.
I know, Uncle Pablo. I just like say that, but I'm not in a no relationship. I don't have no intention of getting nobody pregnant. I don't get no disease. My mom don't talk about protective sex already, and I just want to enjoy my youth life with no complication.
Glad for you, Jason. Because if you have sex with a child under the age of 16, that is abuse and illegal. You could end up in jail.
We know, Uncle.
I just look out for no kids, you know.
Uncle Pablo didn't usually say much on serious topics, but with puberty, we saw a whole other side of him. He wanted us to grow into sexually healthy adults, and he believed that puberty education was essential and would prepare us to make wise choices and prevent risky behaviors. He was right. We all turned out well. We loved and appreciated Uncle Pablo, and we knew that he loved us.
Where were you yesterday? Are you alright? I'm okay, I just had my period. What? You have your period? Yes, it's my first time. Oh, I got my period like last month. You never said nothing? Well, because I didn't know what to say or what to do. Teacher just had to worry about that. Yes, but she didn't give the main details like getting a headache or getting cramps. At first, I'm scared to have my period, but you just need the right thing that you'll be okay. But that is just one part of it, because then your face will get all bumpy. My sister Mia, when she began through puberty, she done a lot of things. My mama said that was just her hormones. She looks so different. Well, lucky I don't have no sisters. But my brothers, their voice changed so quickly and they're always sweaty and smelly. You shouldn't be embarrassed about this, Crystal. We're in this together.
The preceding program was brought to you by the National Commission for Families and Children in collaboration with the National Parenting Task Force and UNICEF.